I have taken the computer back into our build room. I have gathered the IP address needed, and as you can see in the bottom right, I have got network connection, so it is all working. Another issue with this PC was the performance of it, and if I go to the system information and properties about the PC, I can see that it's only got 4 gigabyte of RAM, which sometimes is too low for good performance. So what I would do is I am going to install an extra 4 gig to push it up to 8 gig of RAM. Before that though, I am going to run a benchmark test using a program called NovaBench that I found, and that should just give me a benchmark of the performance and how the PC performs, and then I can compare that with the score when it's got 8 gig of RAM to justify the upgrade. So once this runs, I can get a score, and I will compare that with my score that I get when I install the extra 4 gig of RAM. So here it is, and I just click Start Benchmark Tests. If you close everything so that it optimises it, and it'll take about a minute, runs a few tests, some graphic tests, some CPU tests, and it will come up with an end score of what performance your PC is running at. I will also compare this with a score that I got from a 16 gig of RAM laptop, and that score was 709, so I will compare that with the score that I get on this as well. As you can see, that's the graphics test that it does. But yeah, I'm expecting it to be lower than that, and I'm expecting it to improve once I put the 8 gig the extra 4 gig to bring it up to 8 gig as well, because that's what you would expect with more RAM. So this is finished, and that's a 561 score, not the best. So I will just install the extra RAM now. If I shut down the PC, and I've got the PC here, and I will just unplug that, and turn it off. Like that. So I am unscrewing the back to take this off. I may need 2 hands. So I've got the extra RAM here, and in here you've got the spaces there and there. So what you do is you fit it in, push down, and then these 2 side bits clip in. And if you do that with both of them, because they're both 2 gig of RAM each, so obviously 2 of them makes up to 4. Make sure that they're clipped in, which they are, and then I can put the PC back together, turn it on, and I will do that now. So the PC has now booted back up, and I'm going to check a different way this time. I'm going to do it through Task Manager to check performance. You can see there that it has gone up to the 8 gig of RAM, and it's not using much at the moment because obviously it's only Task Manager running at the moment. Let me just accept that. Right. And what I will do is I will run another benchmark test. I check my downloads, and I've got the benchmark. So So if I run it again, and I will be able to see whether or not the RAM upgrade was justifiable. So I am going to run it again, and hopefully, if I close the apps, hopefully it will come out with a much better score than the 561 as last time, and it will justify the RAM upgrade. So it's coming to the end of the test now, and it's going to finish with when it loads a score of 605, which is obviously an increase from the 561 as before. Obviously it's still not the best, and quite low compared to the 16 gig laptop that I tested it on, which got the 709, but it is an increase, therefore it does justify the 8 gig of RAM, and hopefully the performance on this PC will be a lot better than it was before.